here all my life. I haven't seen anybody, this many people in one place since the 69 marches were going on. This is great. Now, what I would like to do is introduce one of the finest coaches that we've ever had at Palo Alto High School. They upset the #1 team in the nation in Long Beach, Paly, and that is David Winn, and he is really good.
Does this town know how to throw a party or what? Unbelievable. We had some lofty goals this season with our volleyball team. We talked about trying to win 4 banners this year, which had never been done before. Winning league, winning our section, winning our region, and winning state. Because we want to set the bar high. Well, now we know the next year we have to add parade to those list of goals, because this is achievable. It's not just a hypothetical, it's real this year. Winning state for a public school, 2010 Division I volleyball champions, Palo Alto High School right there. But as you know, if you follow sports, winning a championship doesn't happen in one season. It happens because you build a program, you build success over the years. And as we were driving down the road today, I was inspired to see so many of our Paly alums. So let's give a little clap for the girls that played before, that set the foundation for these girls winning state championships. We are fortunate enough to have such a great groundswell of activity in volleyball in Palo Alto, and a lot of that was started in our juniors program. A lot of the great middle school kids are out here today cheering us on, and a lot of these girls are going to be coming up here later probably attest to the fact that Palo Alto Volleyball Club, helped started by Kevin Coleman, was a huge part of our success. So let's give a great hand for the Palo Alto Volleyball Club. And as Earl can attest, from coaching so many years in football, it's hard to win a state championship. You can have the best players and something doesn't go right and you end up sad. But these girls had so much trust in one another, put in such hard work in the off-season, all the way through middle school, up to the point where we have 2 seniors on the team can attest how hard it is and how much sacrifice it takes. And that's why it's so amazing and so wonderful that this city decided, like the mayor said, to stop and celebrate just how amazing it is what these girls have done, not only on the court, doing what they do with volleyball, but last year this team averaged a 3.5 in the classroom. They averaged a 3.5. Not bad. Some of them might hop across the street to go to that school on the other side with those kind of grades, but to be that well-rounded, again, speaks to how good this community is at supporting both academics and athletics.
You're about to get popped.
And the one thing that I think helped push this team further than any others have gone before is they truly embrace the concept that the team is greater than the individual. And when you can do that in any group that you're in, you can accomplish amazing things. And speaking of what this team had to rely on, imagine how hard it would have been if we didn't have the fans that came out every night, and especially in San Jose State. We were down 12-9, backs against the wall, against one of the best teams in the country, and we could look around and see over 700 fans cheering us on, and a lot of you were there. So without that great support, without our 7th woman in the crowd, there's no way we could have achieved what we did. So thank you all for your support. We hope to see you out next year, because we want to make this an annual tradition, not just a one-time occurrence. Let's try to do this every year. Speaking of support, the football team that's behind us had a great season too, and they were a big part of why we did as well as we did, coming to our games, not just the state championship game, but the basketball team, football team, all sorts of people were coming out, celebrating Palo Alto volleyball, and the school spirit this school has, and trust me, I've coached other places, is the best in Northern California. Amazing school spirit, Palo Alto. We sort of take that chip on our shoulder when we go in as a public school against a lot of teams. Football team went against a lot of private schools on their way to a state championship, and we embrace being underdogs. Well, now, next year, girls, I think we can take that chip off our shoulder and decide we are #1, in our state. But as you know, it takes great players, and we're going to be losing 2 good ones, and they're going to be coming up to talk. But the great thing about this program is it continues to build. We continue to get great athletes come in, great students that want to help keeping us achieving all these great goals. And your great students, they're committed and dedicated to excellence. And that's something I'll see throughout all sports, everything at Paly, is that commitment to excellence. And that's so inspiring. So I'd like to think that, you know, since we went first, we kind of helped loosen the lid a little bit to open it up for this championship feeling that we're having in Palo Alto. Our state championship, football, there's a school across the street that did some big things in an Orange Bowl too. This whole town is a groundswell of a commitment to excellence. We love having you all here to celebrate that with us. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to my team captains, and I'm sure they're going to give a nice, big, long, motivational speech to keep everyone going. Thank you, everybody.